Yeah.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit.
Welcome, ladies and
So,
gentlemen.
what screen should I sit on?
Your character sheet you'll want,
Any screen you like. I sometimes just scroll through Pinterest. Nobody really notices.
and in the campaign
As long as you
rundown,
pay
there's a map.
attention.
I have to pay attention. None of you buggers take notes.
Where's the campaign rundown? Oh yeah, on
It's
the
a
side.
channel. The other one you might need is the dice roll one, because you'll need to roll dice during this.
Where's the
surprisingly enough.
dice roll one?
Just above the campaign rundown.
Right. Anyway. We left off and you...
I can't find it.
It's notice boards, D&D sheets, dice roll, campaign rundown, the list.
Dice,
Oh,
the dust
wait.
of...
Yeah, the dice roll
currently
is the one
we're
you
in
need
what,
for
what
rolling
looks
dice.
to be a giant tree stump on the images.
This is a cave. We're
What?
in the candy cave.
Yeah, we're in the candy cave, but the location of the candy cave
Oh
is where that
no!
giant tree stump.
Yeah, we're in the
looking
candy
thing
cave now.
Candy Cave just makes me feel like...
but anyway, can can your DM finish his introduction?
Go
Wait,
on.
where's the dice roll? Sorry.
Directly above the campaign.
Hold up. I'm gonna spaz out an extreme for a second.
Oh, you're gonna at him in the channel.
Yep. That way you'll find it.
Oh yeah. Wait, you didn't say. You said it was on campaign rundown.
No!
Something
Above
about something
campaign
else.
rundown.
And Harry is now existing on the stream. There we go.
There we go.
Hey, hit me up with that picture.
What his?
Oh yeah.
The picture.
Richard, forward it to...
Yeah, I'll
What
do it.
picture? What?
You know, on the stream I have everybody's pictures.
Yeah.
Gemma's got to mess around and add Harry.
Where's,
Right.
there's Jeremy.
Okay.
Can we start now?
Yes.
No.
No.
You
Excuse
personally are
me,
not allowed
no,
to start. You
you
must wait
be
for 3 extra minutes.
Anyway, we left off and you had just found Santa's secret binging cave. To say
Same.
to say the least.
We've
But
all been there.
yeah.
Yeah.
However, the wrists of the regular party members start burning.
Ah, fuck, not again.
And in a flurry of snow, bearing in mind this
Or
is a
icing.
small room. No, it's a flurry of snow.
Where the hell did that come from?
A dwarf appears.
Arr.
Really?
Look, new friend.
How dwarves go, right?
Why have you got a pirate dwarf?
Oh
No,
my god.
not pirates.
Harry.
Not any weird
sorry.
from other people.
Stealing all the poo
Oh,
from
guys-
the seven
guys.
seas.
Jem's got a
What's up,
problem
Jem?
here.
Harry, I'm sorry. Have you made yourself a dwarf so that way you and Renee can have a fucking Legolas and Gimli moment?
Gemma, I thought you were my Gimli.
Because I swear to God, I'm
Gemma, what
Gimli!
the fuck?
The
I'm
only
Gimli,
difference-
Harry!
The
I'm
only
Gimli.
difference is that Gimli and Legolas are friends.
But I'm just saying, like, I swear to God.
Yeah, that's why Gemma's my Gimli.
The
Exactly.
dwarf and the elf cannot have a Gimli and Legolas
I'm-
moment.
I'm too busy slaying poon and taking names to make friends around here, babes.
I'm just saying, I swear
Jesus,
to
who
God.
left?
That's what,
Oh.
like, I
Okay.
didn't realise that, yeah, you're a dwarf and she's an elf, and it's like, they could have a moment. Anyway, carry
Which
on.
means that I almost kill Renee about 6 times a day, just out of spite and muscle memory. I see those ears, my
It's-
battle axe
Gemma.
raises.
Gemma, it's okay. He can't reach that far.
Oof.
Anyway.
I can still take your fucking chins out, love.
Anyway.
You wake up with no knees.
Shush, people.
Guys,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah.
Come on.
So you're in Santa's secret binging room,
Mm-hmm.
to which we found this out due to a note he left on his desk.
Jude! Sorry.
Roll that 20 to steal the cookies. About
Yeah,
5 jars of
I
them.
wanted
How do you
I'm just-
roll? What
You
do you
can-
type?
the command that Renee did.
Guys,
You
I
can do
net
math
20'd
too.
it. I get as many cookies as I want.
I mean,
You
I just
could-
want to,
Richard,
reach
can I
out and
put
grab a jar of
can I
cookies.
put 5 jars of cookies in your bag of holding, please?
I guess so, but
Does the DM
don't
have
steal
anything
all of
to do with
Santa's
this?
snacks.
DM?
You take 2 jars.
What? I nat 20'd?
Like
but,
you're
don't be
robbing
ridiculous.
They're
Santa
big cookies.
Claus.
They're big cookies.
Yeah,
Are they
Renee,
big
don't
cookies?
don't
Are
get
they big
don't
cookies?
steal all the cookies. You'll get put on that naughty list for life, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
you have to steal just enough that he won't notice.
And they're not all cookies, remember? They're jars of sweets and whatnot as well.
Okay, can I take 2 jars of cookies and 1 jar of sweets?
You can have one of each.
No, because I need a jar of cookies for Richard. I need 2 and 1.
Fine.
So you type
Payment for
Done.
you type exclamation mark 1d20, and then what's the plus? Is that whatever
you
your
literally
stats
just do
are?
plus.
Huh?
Like
Literally
if
just do
you
plus.
like if you wanted to roll 3 d20s plus 5, you do that. Now that's 2 d20s plus 5, but whatever. I can't.
Why?
make that.
So you want to do? So that's if you want to do 2 dice rolls
Two rolls of a d20
with a plus 5
and
stat.
the
So is
the
that-
blue number is it adding it all up for you.
Yeah. So what's the plus?
The
It's
plus
Is that
Plus
what
is
your
addition.
stat is? So say you're
Yeah.
rolling a strength.
So
a
like
strength roll, you put +3
yeah,
for
Literally,
me.
where
If
anything
you're doing
has
a
a
melee
plus, that's
attack-
the
Guys,
bonus.
guys.
Yeah.
1.
if you're
That's
doing a
fine.
melee attack, you do like the weapon damage. So in your case, you know the battle axe, you do 1d8 plus 3. That's the damage of the weapon itself.
Okay. I'm
Then,
just gonna
because
wait
it's a melee attack, you do. I think you do another +3
Yeah, you
because of your
plus
strength.
3 for the strength.
I thought this was like role play, not fucking algebra. I
You gotta
failed
do math,
GCSE
man.
maths. I
The,
failed
the math lets you see what actually happens.
I don't actually know what like my weapon damage is or anything because I can't
It
fucking
says it.
find any of it.
Go
make
to
it
your
ridiculous.
In your
actions.
Yeah, on your character sheet in actions, there's like all.
Where's actions?
It's in the first thing you open up.
Oh
your
yeah, there it
character
is.
sheet
There
to.
it is. Yeah.
And then there's battle axe, you know, and it tells you the damage.
Yeah.
The
Vorpal
Vorpal
Greatsword.
Greatsword tells you the damage.
Yeah.
The unarmed strike, it tells you the damage.
So for the damage, so for Vorpal Greatsword, it's 2d6 plus 6. So
And
Yeah,
then
do I
plus
and
need
you
your
to
add your
type
strength
that in?
modifier as well.
And then which is at the?
At,
'cause I've
at the
got
very
two
top, at the very
pluses.
top, at the very top of the list, just under your picture, you see like strength, dexterity,
Is
constitution.
that plus? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's
that
that
Not
plus
in the
3.
box. Not saving throws.
No,
it's
not saving
saving
throws.
Okay.
Those
So I've
those
got-
are saving throws.
So I've got +3 strength. So it would be
Yeah.
2d6 plus 6 plus 3.
Yes.
Yeah. So like if
Okay.
if someone said make a strength saving throw, you would do 1d20 plus whatever modifier you
Oh,
have
wait.
for those saving throws.
So it'd be like that. Oh
Yeah.
wait, and then no, I need to do that, and then +3 again, don't I? Because of my strength stat. So
If it's a
so
yeah,
it would then roll
that
19.
that would be
Yeah.
the damage of your Vorpal Greatsword.
Okay, I
There
think
you
I've
go.
got it.
Right.
Sorry, go on.
We'll talk you through it as it gets to it if you need
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Cheers.
Anyway, so you're in
Oh,
Santa's.
I wanted to. Sorry.
What you're
Sorry.
saying, Gemma?
What do you
I was
want to
gonna
do?
say
Jen?
I wanted to do something, but I can
What are you
wait.
wanting to do?
Do a thing.
Okay. So I want to use a card.
You want to draw
Oh,
one of your
God.
cards?
Oh god,
Uh,
everyone out the room.
The trap
Out
card.
the room.
1 second. Let me.
Everyone takes 6
Already?
steps back.
Right. 1 second, Gemma. I will find my magical wheel of doom. I put it somewhere.
Thank
Everyone-
you.
When it's called Doom, you shouldn't really.
Everyone.
Well, if one of the cards, the very first card that was drawn, caused her soul to be ripped from her body and placed somewhere else,
Which we
Then
all
you
wanted it to be an
Correct to say it's the
avocado.
Wheel of Doom.
It's
Why
fine.
did we want it as an avocado?
Because
For the
they're
meme,
weirdos.
Sean.
That
No,
sounds
For
like
the
a cheat.
meme.
And it was a
Nah.
market.
No, we Gucci. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That's
With
like
Gucci.
Okay.
that's like 1 in a million chance that would ever happen again. Like, don't worry
What
about it.
what card
It
did
happens
Gemma
to
draw
one of
this
us.
time,
What?
Nick?
1 second. I'm making it so the stream sees.
Oh god,
I'm gonna kill myself.
we're gonna die.
Better keep that away
We're
from
all
us
gonna die, and it's all gonna be Gemma's fault. Remember,
It's
if
gonna
we
be
all die
great.
instantly now,
Okay.
just blame Gemma.
Apparently,
Like
the window capture doesn't want to work. So.
80%
Could
is
you break
likely
it?
that I'm gonna kill someone or myself. The other 20% is something good's gonna happen. Like, come on, I'm
Okay.
willing to bet that 20%.
Okay. I say we all leave the room, leave her in Santa's little cave, and let her draw the card. And if she kills someone, we kill her in retaliation for being
Yeah,
stupid.
Nick,
enough
Nick,
to
do
Come
me a
on.
favor and tell me just before you draw the card from Gemma's deck.
No, you're not pushing me into that room.
No, I'm not doing it.
Oh,
There's
that's
something
even
else I need to
better.
do.
What did we get?
I don't know.
Oh,
what
I
it's-
see the wheel! Yay!
King of Diamonds.
I got a King
Okay.
of Diamonds. That is King of Diamonds.
Son.
question, Renee. Did the wheel
King of
didn't
Diamonds
spin,
is the
did it?
sun, and the sun is
I'm
you
watching,
gain
I'm watching.
50,000
You're slow.
XP.
What
When
the?
an item
What
with
the
GM
fuck?
determines randomly appears in your hand. Oh!
I'm not happy with that.
I am.
So wait, right. What did the
She
king
got
of
the sun.
50,000 XP and a
Yeah,
wondrous
you gain-
item
yeah, you
which
gain-
the DM determines randomly appears in your hands.
There you go. So she gains 50,000 XP and gets a random
I'm
wondrous
just
item.
gonna add that.
My name is Depression. Who?
Just gonna add that XP to Gemma.
Oh, the sun doesn't exist anymore though, does it? 'Cause I've
No,
It does. It
remember
po-
your deck's cursed.
Oh, so I get it back each time.
So there is a possibility of you drawing it again.
Gemma went from being one of the
I'm twerking
least
like
strongest to now
Wanna
being
apply
level
the
9.
level up. Apply the level up, Nick.
I have.
Just do this.
She's level 9.
Get fuck. Okay, and I get a wondrous item.
Right.
Okay, so what you guys are saying is Gemma goes
Well-
first now.
While Gemma has an armor class of 12 still actually. So and that might change later depending on what she chooses from her like 50,000 level ups in Warlock.
Gemma, level up quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gemma.
God.
You,
God.
while
You have to
while
do
Nick
it fast,
picks your
go.
wondrous item.
Shit. How do I? What? Okay. What?
Okay,
What do I
click
get?
click your name.
Yeah.
Oh, well, your picture, and
Click
then
your
hit
picture and then
manage
manage
levels.
levels.
Yep.
And then channel is, and then you basically hit the arrow next to the level of whatever class you're leveling up, and level it up as many levels as you want.
What do you mean by that?
Take it
like
to level
you-
9.
Take it to level 9.
9. Okay.
And then there'll be a bunch of drop-down lists that you'll have to pick from.
Oh shit. Eldrick invocations. Oh shit.
Basically, go through and
Ability,
pick it all.
God impact, improvement. Oh, okay.
So
Does it-
make all of your choices while Nick's determining what wondrous item that you obtain.
And y'all were worried.
Well, we have
Yeah.
a right to be.
Well, I mean,
Gemma,
We've
last
got
time
it
you almost
both
got put
ends
into an
of the spectrum.
avocado.
No, she
yeah, we've got it.
She's got her
we've got-
item.
I mean,
Okay.
Right. Oh, shit.
is
Okay,
this-
which
is
one do
this
I want to
Elm
pick?
Wars? I need to see. what this-
Minions of Chaos.
I
Hmm,
feel like you
wondrous
might be a
item.
minions
So
person.
basically, you're becoming Groot.
I am Groot.
Renee,
Not Groot. Gru.
did the
Oh,
wheel
Gru.
actually
Oh.
spin on the stream?
Did what?
Did the wheel
No,
spin?
the wheel didn't spin.
I'll figure it out next time.
Did Gemma just call Groot?
She misheard void, but yes.
Devil's Sight. What is this? Ooh.
I think the invocations you
Oh, that
might want to
sounds
leave till
boring.
after stream because there's a lot of reading on them ones.
I was about to say I'll do it.
No,
quietly.
she got to. I must say she got to level up right now.
I'll do it quietly.
Oh, I
You
see. what
don't
you
do
did there.
anything
That's
the
nice.
whole session.
Okay, so anyway, while Gemma's leveling up,
so salty.
Why be? So...
She has a
Sean,
max HP of
only
66.
game-
We can use her as a human shield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's going.
Gemma goes in first.
Does no one realise that she's still going to get hit more often than Void?
Oh.
Yeah, but she won't
But
die.
she has 66 HP, so fucking deal with it.
Yeah, compared
it's
to
a shame it's,
I think
there's not another 6.
the next max health.
If she
is
goes up to
24.
max HP, because she's lost 6 health points, if she goes up to max HP, she'd be 6666.
And the irony of that one. Have I already got Eyes of the Bring Keeper? I'm pretty sure I do. Can someone check for me?
Wait, what?
Eyes
No,
of the
you
Bring
don't.
Keeper. No, I don't have that.
Right, anyway. So,
Don't I thought I already clicked.
Orally just luckily drew the
I
sun
looked
card.
out, boys.
So, so she just wham bam, thank you ma'am, I now have more power. So, I'm assuming we want to leave Santa's secret snack cupboard.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got snacks, I'm good.
I want to burn the place to the ground. I'm just-
Jesus, the new guy's a
You
bit...
will be put on the naughty list engraved in stone.
I can't even do that because I'm lawful good.
Mm.
Are you lawful good? You must
Yeah.
follow all the rules and be the nicest of guys. Good job.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I
Oh,
love a
that's
good
nice,
fight.
guys.
Right,
Oh,
are
sorry,
we
sorry.
taking...
I said you-
Now, my...
Wait, what's my nice character's name? Where
Reload.
is it?
Oh
Reload.
god.
I sent...
Wait,
What do you
the
want?
fuck?
Lady.
Rila, I sent you a picture of my anus. Please answer me.
Orly, April!
I'm
Wait.
just looking
Sending
over.
me weird things. Somebody
Milady
deal
sent-
with him.
Send Bob
Milady.
for Gene.
Can we try and keep
could set him on
PG-13
fire.
at this point,
Tip-
please?
Tips chainmail helmet. Milady.
Harry, did you not hear what Nick just said?
Try keep
Remember?
us PG-13. I do. This is streamed and YouTubed. But anyway, trying to remember where my mic is.
Over there.
We are. So you have now left Santa's Secret Snack Cupboard. You can either continue exploring round this curving path, or you can go back to the entryway and leave the cave.
Let's continue on.
Well, I mean, there was that entryway. The entryway did have things in it, so let's not bother with that just yet.
Wait, what did it have in it?
Creatures that
Oh.
wish potentially wish
Yeah,
to kill
like-
us.
Oh, Ellie, roll animal handling with me.
No. No. Think more like the acolytes.
So what you're saying is they wear shoes.
Oh god, what have I done?
Harry,
Actually,
come up
no.
with a voice for your character.
No, I looked at pictures of these earlier. They don't wear shoes.
What are they?
Nobody
Do
knows.
acolytes not wear shoes?
They're not acolytes.
We didn't inspect them. We just kind of walked around them.
I
You
thought
guys
they
are
looked like
trash.
acolytes.
Like,
Anyway,
I mean, we had like two people that can't see in the dark here.
Yeah.
You
I
guys
can
are
see in the dark.
trash. Boyd can see in
And
the
I wasn't
dark, and I
exactly
heard he
gonna
was
make him light
rolling
up.
good.
I can
Yeah.
see in the dark.
Oh yeah, Renee, you
Can
need
you?
to leave now. So
Yeah,
back
I'm a
you go.
dwarf. I've got dark vision.
Cool.
Everyone but Sean does.
Everyone
Gemma.
but
God,
Sean
impressive in
and
this
Gemma
fight.
can see in the dark.
yeah, but Gemma has the mini sun,
Yeah, Gemma
Yeah, we
has the
get
magical
it.
light bulb.
which I am more than tempted to buy just so I can add it to her properly. Anyway, so we follow the path round, and it curves round into another big open chamber.
People roll perception who can see.
I'm in the wrong channel. Give me a second. And anyone that wants to can roll your perception, which is a 1d20 for your knowledge. Harry.
So just that.
Oh,
Yeah.
void critical succeeded perception
damn.
What are we
Okay,
doing perception? What are we doing that for?
Just to see what
to look around to see if
Don't
there's
bother.
anything. in the room.
Boyd, you literally
see
see in
what's
the
in the room.
in like the next dimension.
you can to back up that you can literally see every nook and cranny on the wall, every loose
That's a
stone.
nice nook.
Maybe put some books there and it'll be a book nook.
But
He can
also-
smell the future.
Oh, Boyd, I'm only 1 point behind you. I'm with you, bro.
But also in the room, there are in one corner there are 3 polar bears, and there is another one on your left.
Gemma.
How do I save this?
How do
Just
we
literally
polar
go
bears?
back to the view your page button.
Yeah.
Does this
Hold on,
sound
hold on.
good?
This is really important to me. This is really important to me.
Where's my
Did
view
you
my
dare?
page button? Is that one? Oh, there we go.
Please,
Yeah,
please,
what?
please, 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 please.
11.
I'm trying to see what you added.
Removed.
Gemma!
What the
50,000 XP.
Gemma, I need your help, BB. I need you to roll animal handling check to talk to polar bear, BB. Please, BB.
She wants polar bears.
I
Don't
want polar
do
bears.
it,
Gemma, do
please.
you? Gemma,
okay,
get through
okay,
the polar
okay,
bears,
okay. How do I do it?
please.
What do I do? What do I do?
D20 plus your animal handling.
Okay.
Yes.
What's my animal handling? Where is that shit? Where? Hello? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm
No!
not shit at my job. I'm sorry. I can talk to them for you though.
It's okay. I got 11, so.
Yeah,
I'm
if
pretty-
she can have a chat with the still have a chat with the polar bears.
Oh yeah, chat with the polar bears. I still want to help us.
Hello.
Right,
We can-
actually, in all
Is
fairness,
it me you're looking for?
are you talking to the solo polar bear or the 3 that are in a?
Did
in the other
that
corner?
do what I wanted it to do? Did it?
You
Yes,
guys
it did
just
do it.
talked
Okay,
to
good.
one of them, and while we murdered the rest.
No!
No!
If she's talking to animals, she can literally talk to all of them at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, but XP.
Yeah, but if she can convince
Eat
them
a
to
bag
just,
of
you know,
dicks.
run
XP
into
though.
us while we throw rocks at
XP.
them.
XP though.
I mean, Gemma doesn't need any XP anymore. we
Yeah,
can-
exactly. That's why she can talk to them.
Gemma
Do
can act
whatever
as the
while we
human
get some
shield
XP to
while
catch
we
up.
all fight
Hold up,
everything.
hold up.
Yeah. There is a method to the madness.
Jesus, I keep
15
leaving.
to have my snake fly slap void.
No. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say the fucking.
And the
bears. I was
and the snake flies to his face and tail slap.
Slippity slaps.
You
Don't be
get
a camp,
tail
boy.
slapped, boy.
Oh, great. Gemma knows polymorph.
no.
Yeah. She picked up
Mhm.
polymorph.
That's terrifying.
Anyway,
Can I do a strength check just to yeet Renee at the
Hey,
polar bears?
Gemma, you should use polymorph on
Go
Sean.
on, please. Please
There
Do
do
it,
it.
bitch. Do
Right.
it.
Roy, do it.
Do it, pussy.
Try it.
Because
don't forget to add your strength. Yeah, no.
Oh,
Okay.
+4.
What polar
That's
bear is she
possible.
being yeeted at? The group of 3 or the one on its own?
The group of 3.
Gemma,
So,
please yell at them not to hurt me. Gemma, yell at them not to
Watch-
hurt me.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Bayer. Please watch out. There is
Bayer.
there is a person being
Just,
She-
followed
just
your
shout
way.
heads to the bears.
Then picks up
Shotgun.
Wait,
That-
wait.
Then picks up Rila and punts him
11 to land on my feet or on my ass. Both work.
and Then picks up Rila and punts her over towards the polar bears. She lands square in the middle of them on her
Watch
ass.
out, watch out.
And
Fair,
while
fair.
while over there, she notices 2 of them are cubs and 1 of them is the mama bear.
oh no,
Oh,
Wait.
dear.
oh no.
Someone snipe one of the babies so they
Oh,
get
Captain
she gets
Captain
angry.
Genocide over
Oh,
there.
fuck.
The hidden changeling.
I was gonna try and persuade Aurelie to try and save me by talking to them, but I'm
The-
not sure
the
that
bear-
worked.
The
I don't
bear
know,
that is
please
on its
persuade me.
own is now looking over, a little annoyed.
I don't need persuasion, dude. Like,
I would like to point at Void and shout it was him, and then have Gemma translate.
it's
Okay.
him.
Thanks,
That
G.
one.
You got my back.
That one.
The
That
bear,
home over there.
the polar
Fucked.
bear, the polar bear looks from his family to the party and then back at his family.
Gemma,
See-
tell him the cubs are really cute.
Your babies are adorable.
Seeing that his family are more in threat by the one that is in the middle of them.
No, 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 no,
This
no.
is why I said oh
Hold
no.
up, hold up, hold
Get
up.
out there, get out.
Should I draw my axe?
9 on an athletics check to at least stand up.
I can deal with them.
You're stood up.
Alright, White Knight.
He's literally Void. Technically, you're the White Knight. You fucking idiot. You're a paladin.
Hey,
Got
Nick,
it.
Yeah, but
You are
dwarf is straight up.
literally a
Nick,
white
quick question.
knight.
Yes.
Yes, but
Can
in
I
terms of
face palm as a
character,
free action?
You're born,
Yes.
you've been more of a White Knight
Thank
than
you.
I have.
Well, from my days in
can I
the
s-
army, I'm used to protecting people, you know?
Hold up, hold up.
I
hold up.
protect women.
Hold up.
I
What's
am
my
here
what's
with these
my
people.
what's
Maybe
my
Malik-
initiative? That's my
me-
initiative. I've got a
Malik
lot of
Lucas me.
threes. That was to try and yeet an arrow at Void, but I don't think that's gonna hit his arm as a bit high.
Like, yeet, do you mean you've literally just pulled the arrow out the quiver and just
Yeah.
thrown it at him?
Yeet. I mean yeet.
But,
When
but
I say yeet,
sadly,
Did I stutter?
Sadly, Void
Did
is
I
immune to
stop
all
it?
damage, it seems.
yeah,
Yeah.
Void, you have to roll like over
I
a nat
mean,
20
Gemma,
to
there's one
hit.
option you could do.
I'm not turning the polar bears into something else.
Oh no, you can only cast that twice. I was more thinking of have Jerd go over and body block for Renee because he has just
No.
as much armor as
he,
Void
Jerd
does.
would
he,
get-
he
Yeah,
is
Jerd has
immune.
20 armor. He's
Yeah,
immune.
Jerd's
Gemma.
the same
He
immortal
is
as Void.
God.
But I-
Actually, he's more immortal than Void because he has
Jerd's
20
got a body
armor.
block for me. Jerd's
Oh,
my best
wait.
bro now.
Yeah,
What?
Jerd,
Yes.
Jerd got
Oh my
stronger
goodness.
when you did, Gemma. He has 22 armor.
you know what? Yes, Judd, go over there and protect her because I'm gonna play matchmaker. As a proud mother.
Judge just died.
Are you
Oh,
trying
God,
to put me together
Nick.
with Jerd?
What?
If you'd have
We
him,
have another immortal in the party.
he's a good boy, I
Harry
promise.
Yeah, I
has
know.
22 armor.
Can I not
No.
adopt him as a nephew?
Proficiency
No, he
can
tried.
actually, if you add your proficiency bonus to the hit roll, it will.
You can either adopt him as a friend or you can have him like there's no way
Um,
there's no in between.
So, wait, who's body blocking? Am I body blocking?
No,
No,
basically,
no,
Gemma
it's
has a pet
Dobby.
hobgoblin.
It's just Dobby.
Yeah,
Dobby.
she can have a
I
pet
have-
goblin
Jerd?
called Jerd.
I have 22 armor, so I can body block if needed.
So can Jerd. Like, you have the exact same armor as the hobgoblin. Good job.
The fuck's a hobgoblin?
My
It's a
giant
hobgoblin.
baby,
Goblin,
my
it's a
son.
hobgoblin.
My baby, my boy.
He'll be gobbling the dirt in a minute. I don't know.
You put a hand on him and I'll break you. Like.
So will I, actually.
I'm-
He's just body blocked for me.
Unless a
like-
fight just breaks
Yeah.
out.
Judd's a bro.
Judd-
I must
Judd-
break
Judd-
you.
Judd plods over and picks up Aurelie and plods back to the
In the
Judd
campaign
is
rundown, there's a
bae.
picture of
Judd
Aldo.
is bae.
What do I have
plods
to
back
roll?
to the party.
What do I have to roll to successfully headbutt the polar bears?
No.
No, you have to roll, and then he'll tell you if you hit or miss.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'd rather you not.
Hit or
Nick.
miss.
That
I guess
13
you
is
never
me
hit,
trying to
huh?
get him on hand
Because
check.
I'm void. And I'm...
Say that again.
Apart from when it comes to yeeting your teammates, then he actually gets
Trying
a
to
good
calm
score.
them down.
It's okay, guys. I will beat the polar bears
who'd you
because
want?
I'm already Tracer.
Void.
There's Void. I have Void.
But I'm already Winston.
Right, anyway.
I want to be Winston.
Are we going to
I'm already
continue with
Winston.
this?
Nick,
Yeah.
tell me you're not enjoying whatever the fuck this turned into.
I mean,
Polar bears,
yes,
man.
but still. Right,
Yeeting people at polar bears.
right. So the Papa Bear is now looking at the party. You have the choice. You can
Kill
you
them
can
all.
stay and
No.
probably get attacked
Kill
by
them
this
all.
polar bear or
Before
leave.
anything else,
them.
I would like to do one thing.
Shoot.
I would like to, shout to the polar bear, even if it doesn't understand me. I at least need to say this.
I'm so
I
sorry.
apologize for the rest of the party.
I've done nothing.
With
He
that,
said he
Av-
wanted to roll to headbutt them.
I didn't know.
Sorry.
with that, Averil turns and walks away from the party, back out of in the direction of the exit.
Yeah, I'm
Yeet.
gonna go. If I'm gonna go stand by the door. I have long range. I don't need to be worrying about things.
Stand
So I'm just gonna
by
go
me.
stand by the door.
Do the rest of you follow, or are we messing with these polar bears?
I walk
I'm killing
backwards.
these.
No,
polar
you
bears.
know what?
I'm killing these.
So,
You know what? Can I get Judd to stand between Void and the polar bear?
I'm pretty sure I have a
so,
higher strength than
so Hell has gone to join Averil.
Can I stand between Void and the polar bear?
What's your strength,
And
Gemma?
can I,
You know,
and
What's
can
your
I,
Gemma,
And can I wave some cards in front of his face? Like, I
Gemma.
will fucking pull one out, nigga.
Gemma, I'm gonna give you a little tip.
Gemma, the second.
Gemma, I'm gonna give you a tip, Gemma. Polymorph lasts for an hour or until it's dispelled, and you can turn people
But-
into
threaten him
objects.
with a polymorph.
But I
Turn him into a
slip-
lamp! Turn him into a lamp, turn him into a lamp, turn him into a lamp!
I slip into shadow though.
That doesn't help you.
It
That will
does.
not
It
help you.
becomes a shadow and. Foop.
No, we
Wait.
would still find you and polymorph you.
No.
Eat a bag of dicks. Boyd, I'd like you to roll a d4.
Why?
Just roll a d4 for me.
Why?
Don't be a
Do
bitch,
it.
Boyd. Roll a d4.
Don't be a bitch boy.
What are you, chicken?
What are you?
Pussy.
DM wants to know what
What
you're
are you
doing while he's
lying?
rolling.
What are you fucking gay?
Hold up, he's trying to slip into shadows, why I'm having him roll.
Roll a
Uh,
d4.
Allow me
but
to slip
can't
into
do it
something more
behind you.
comfortable. Like a fucking cone.
Fine! DM, please have Boyd roll a d4.
Void. Well,
You
no.
gay!
We are leaving this cave. We're leaving the polar bear family to be the polar bear family.
No, we
Okay.
just get teleported outside of that
Can
village.
No.
can I just take an ear as a trophy?
No.
No! Otherwise, I'll have Harry roll a d4 next.
My old soldier
Sorry,
buddies will love this.
if I went in there, would you back me up?
Wait, what do you want to do? Do you want to kill the polar bears? No, that is against the laws of this land, and I will have to slay you where you stand.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
you're
we're
asking the
just
lawful
trying to get
good
fur.
person.
If it wasn't for the laws of this land, I would have slaughtered you.
No, we're
Like,
just
yeah,
acting
Void,
as
you're
hunters.
you're
We're
asking
getting
the
fur
good
from the polar
person
bears.
if they want
Is
to
it-
kill a family.
Is it illegal to kill polar bears?
It's illegal to kill families. They're a polar bear family.
Yeah.
Family.
It's not exactly.
They're not
illegal.
attacking. They're not
Okay,
exactly
I
attacking
object.
you.
I will
so...
not join you. I'm a good boy.
Try to get the fucking.
also have
They
PTSD.
character.
attacked me first.
I also have
Just
PTSD.
noting, the goblin serial killer has even walked away. So.
By the way,
Yeah.
Void. By the way, Void.
Yeah.
They're polar bears. They're not the Nazis. They didn't fight you out of like hatred. It's just
Right,
self-defense.
right.
There's
Everybody
no
is
evidence
now-
against it.
Can somebody roll to just pick up Void and carry him out?
Sling him over the
I'm not
shoulder. So how do I roll a strength thing? So 1d20.
One
Plus
d20
whatever your
plus
strength
your
is.
strength modifier.
Okay.
So in your case, +3.
Alright, rolling to sling void over my shoulder and walk out.
Fact,
that in
fact,
general.
DM
Like a
allows.
fucking child.
You got
DM
12.
says go for it. Where is he rolling?
He rolled in general.
Oh shit! How did that? I just got I got kicked out. I wasn't in the dice roll.
The dice roll.
No, I
please.
wasn't. I was in the dice roll. Do you want to
But
roll again?
for the viewers at home, he rolled a 12.
Yeah.
He
There
yeets. He grabs hold of Then and the rest of the party march back down the passage past Santa's little hideaway
Weird
And-
flex, but okay.
and to the opening of the room of the original of the first room.
With the 3 things that no one bothered to figure out later. Well, I
Are they
tried,
still
but I
there?
think I failed miserably.
4 on a perception check. Think I fucked it, lads.
You just feel the room being a bit chilly.
Nice, nice.
If I had my
I'm
spell
gonna
slots,
try
I
again.
could detect them.
Perception. Where's my perception? Okay. 19. What are the thingamajigs in the room?
Thingamajigs.
Oh, he got you there, boy.
They appear to be
give an
ice-like
appearance.
imps.
Oh yeah, ice-like imps.
They're
What?
not-
Ice imps.
No, they're not imps, but they have a similar appearance to an imp.
Oh, wonderful. Well, they're ice, so I wouldn't be able to convince them I'm in charge. How about you, Water Girl? You want to give it a go?
Huh?
Can she even see them?
She,
If Richard
she is one of
tells
the
us,
people that can't
yes.
see. Yeah. I mean, I could make Gemma glow with some sort of holy light. And...
Bless her.
Turn her head.
No, I
and
don't think
then
that'll work.
water.
I
Wait,
think
I
that
Hand
just
glow
heals
glass
people.
fine.
By glass,
Yeah, but that
you
ain't
mean
the holy
smash your,
water.
like smash your pint
I
glass
said
over her
bless
head?
her.
Oh,
I
appreciate
meant-
glass, huh?
I was about to say, I'm
I'm-
made of water.
I can make Gemma glow with holy light.
I
That
mean,
may or may
the
not be a
whole
regular light
holy
spell.
thing. Last time we did this.
Yeah, but it's not like we're actually blessing you. We're just making you glow, so it looks like you're holy.
True.
Actually, I might want to do it anyway, just so you and Sean can see.
Are you
Wait,
casting?
I swear I equipped something that would help
Look
me
at
see
the-
in the dark right
oh.
now.
No.
You gain
Why not?
something, but I don't actually own the item, so we can't.
Oh,
You can't
the globe.
full on use it at the minute.
So you can pretend.
You have light.
You just you attach a torch to your forehead. Just
She has
Well,
a
you
magical
need the
floaty
globe
glow
one.
I
with
mean,
floatiness.
just gonna note, you all have torches in your inventories.
No,
Yeah.
but, hey,
But literally everyone other
Yeah.
than
Nick,
2
Nick,
people in the party can
Torches
see
are
in the
for
dark.
pussies.
No, I've got Devil's Sight. I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical in distance.
Oh,
of
yeah, you
120
gained
feet.
dark vision. There you go. Sean is the only one that can't see in the darkness.
Bitch!
Oh, I have dark
You have
vision.
better dark vision than anyone else in the party.
I
I
could
know.
get the spell Dark Vision at
Wait.
some point, but I don't want it.
We're
What
forgetting
distance?
I'm OP
What
now.
distance is your dark vision, Gemma?
120.
Sorry?
120. Shit.
That's better than the
Yeah.
eyesight I have in real life.
Yeah, Nick. I just, if I can see the exit, can I just walk straight towards it,
Oh my
regardless of what everyone else is
What
doing? Because they
language?
seem to be arguing.
Oh,
and
Well,
it's
you
going
you know
nowhere.
the path. You know the path to the exit
know the
anyway.
way out.
Okay,
So
I just walk out.
I
Screw
also
these
walk
guys.
out. I have no
I mean-
time for these games.
Fight him.
I mean, yeah, we could fight the ice imp things if we
Okay,
want.
hold up. Hold
Actually,
up,
I
hold up.
turn around and join the fight.
No, no, no.
No, you
fucked
left.
off. Get
decision
out.
is made.
Shit!
You guys left,
Yeah,
and we just
no.
had to fight them.
you know, fight. Sorry.
17 on taking a pot shot at one of them.
I mean, fair.
Does it hit?
Give me a second. Didn't have the thing open. Hits.
Good job, you hit one.
I need to find my pencil so I can make damage notes and stuff.
Hold up, just making sure I have all of my add-ons.
Making sure you do all the right math.
Are we surrounded by water? Not water. Are we surrounded
No.
by ice right now?
No.
17
okay.
damage.
There hasn't been any ice at all.
Yeah, 17 damage.
It's all just.
Oh wait, I can
Frost,
create.
not
I can
frosting.
create water. I don't have to fucking.
Yeah.
You have
juice
water
it, I can
hair.
create it.
Just yeet
Yeah.
I can
yourself.
just use my own hair.
Well,
So-
technically, by law, the characters don't have water hair. That's just Gemma's magical character seems to have gained water hair.
Fair.
That must be madness when you get out of the shower and go to bed. Like your bed must be soaked in the morning when
I
you go
don't
to bed.
sleep on a bed. I
She just
sleep
kind
on
of
the
floats
water.
there.
You sleep in the water.
Yeah.
She sleeps in a bathtub.
You know when
I
you
don't
just can't.
sleep in a bed of humans.
No,
do I?
my house.
Like, I'm not in a bed of flesh.
No, right. Okay. Do you want a bit of lore? No,
Sure.
actually, no. We're gonna save this because then we can have like a bonding session later, and I can explain
Can I
it
do
to
a
you.
powwow?
Yeah, I can explain it to you in character.
Right. Nick, I've done 17 damage.
Orally sits alone in her house. Is she made of house or is her house made of flesh? She screams for she
Is
doesn't know.
water wet?
Like basically, you know how gingerbread houses work
Can
for
we
gingerbread
continue
men?
this?
Yeah, one
Continue
second.
this
Trying to
meeting.
maths.
Give him a sec. He's
That's
mad.
very maths. Why the school allows
He's actually glad for the ranting because it gives him
Okay.
chance to math.
It's all
Right,
it's
anyway.
all particles,
So-
Harry.
You hit Reela's arrow soars across the cave, and you hear it almost shatter as it near enough kills one of the
Scatter.
ice
Oh, great. You
methods.
broke it.
Well, were you gonna do anything?
Well,
Do
now
I hear this shatter?
everybody in the fight, roll initiative, please.
Everyone
I
roll a
hear the-
d20.
You're not in the fight. Go away.
I just like to imagine
Would
me
I
and
hear
Sean.
this shatter?
Me and
No,
Sean
you
just-
can fuck off, Sean.
Yeah, me and Sean are just sitting outside smoking. Like, what the fuck is going on?
No,
in
don't
there?
let people
No,
do
my
it.
character don't smoke.
Oh, well, I'm smoking, and you're just sitting there like some kind of
Oh,
wimp.
good luck, guys. I'm fucking like lost.
Yeah, Nick.
Holler
do
at
you-
me for the order.
Do me
It's,
and Harry
Gemma-
hear this shatter?
Gemma, me,
What up?
mysterious ice imp thing.
Gemma.
You.
Richard, Nick, me, Void.
And then Void. And the other two are just kind of outside wondering what's taking
The
us
other
so
two dickheads are sat outside because they're
No,
idiots.
I said head
No.
towards the exit. Not
No,
outside.
Sean,
You
just
left.
deal with it. You left. You
Anyway,
get no
What I said,
XP.
though.
so
you lost.
Gemma,
The end.
you're up, my dear.
Okay, cool. Let's see. What do I want to do? Well, I got.
Wait, there are two of them now, right? Because I fucking murdered one.
No, you didn't murder one. You didn't murder.
You just like broke part of it.
You just shattered part of it.
Oh.
Alright, I want to see if I hit first. Hit or miss. I guess I
Miss.
guess I
I
fucking
guess
miss.
you
Huh?
never miss. I guess you never hit, huh?
I guess I fucking miss,
Hey,
huh?
Nick.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter what I use
What?
because I miss.
These things are like ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean they take more damage from fire?
Probably.
Yes,
Are
technically.
they weak to fire damage?
Try.
I know, but I gotta wait till my turn.
It is your turn.
Is it my turn? Okay, cool. I didn't know that Gemma's 5 was a failure.
No, oh wait.
Yes.
Also, my 5 is a failure. Even if I add my 3, I think. So I'm guessing
wait,
my
let's-
8 is a failure too.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh
wait.
yeah.
5
If you're casting a spell, you get a +2.
plus. What's it? What do you mean?
You still miss anyway.
It's
Yeah,
just a
I know, but
modifier.
I want to know.
Either
I want to know for reference. What am I?
In your
missing?
spells list, there's
Oh, shit.
three numbers at the top.
Thank you, Dark
Modifier,
Power.
spell attack, and save DC. Modifier is what you add to the hit.
All right, but what am I? What am I? So if I want to,
If you're casting a spell,
yeah.
uh,
my-
so
What am I adding?
If you're
you would add
casting,
2.
if you cast the spell, you
2.
add the
Where are
middle
you
number.
taking that from?
In your spells list, there's 3 numbers across the very top. There's modifier, spell
Nick,
attack,
I'd
and
also
save
like to
DC.
point out
Thank
something
you,
that's
thank
going to
you,
annoy
thank
me.
The
I
modifier
blacked
is
out
in
on
there.
your stream.
The modifier is
Oh,
what you
shit,
add to
yeah,
the
sorry.
hit,
Bad.
right?
So
Like,
you,
if
you're
modifier
in
is
it-
the one you add to the hit. The spell
then
attack
6
is what you add to the damage that the spell does. And I can't remember what save DC does.
Sick. Thanks.
Oh, I remember. That's the one for if something has to make a save
Nick,
against your
character's
spell casting ability.
enemies go, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but Richard hasn't.
I was
oh,
explaining magic. it's
Yeah,
fine.
Richard was explaining.
Calm, cool, collected.
I was having a good day, stress-free. Then I started this.
Then you were like,
And
let's
then you
play
decided to leave the cave.
Essentially, at that point, you were dick first into a problem.
Sean, that's literally me whenever I wake up. Like,
I mean, Sean, you're the guy that decided to start this campaign by pretending
Everybody
you're a
roll
human.
me a
Yeah.
dexterity saving, please.
Ooh,
Hey.
dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity.
Remember to add your weird modifiers.
13.
Dexterity plus.
Safe.
It's the number in the saving throws box, not the one at the top.
Oh, okay.
Safe.
So for me, can I
Safe.
just that number plus
For you, that would
Just
be
how
Ooh.
disappointed he
Plus
sounds.
18 plus 14, right?
plus 4. No,
Four.
plus
Four.
1.
Where's 4?
Plus
One.
one.
Oh, that
It's
one. Okay.
in your box labeled saving throw.
Poor Gemma.
Oh,
Gemma's
really?
the only one that gets
Gemma
hit.
just dies
Yeah, so 8.
after getting that level up.
No, because you is that everybody in the fight
Oh, it's there.
rolled?
Saving throw. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Did
think
I
so.
also? I didn't have to roll, did I?
No, you didn't.
didn't.
You're not
No.
in the fight.
What,
Yeah,
what
the saving
happened?
throws.
What?
No. Sean and Harry wouldn't have to. They're out of the cave.
Yeah, they're not in the fight.
The Mephits team up using their breath attack.
Ah, they're Mephits.
Crackheads.
Dealing dealing 7 damage to Gemma. So Rila gets a bit colder than everyone else. I mean,
Oh, dear
Orally gets
Lord.
colder than everyone else, and the rest of you only take 4 damage.
I
Okay,
mean,
so wait, we actually
7 out of
You'll take 4
600.
damage.
7 out of 63 damage. Like, hell, that's not.
Oh, I'm at 9 health now.
You're on how much health, Richard?
I'm on 9. Oh, that's what a method. That is terrifying.
Okay, that's me.
Specifically, you're up against ice methods.
Next. Okay.
That is terrifying.
Well, I have no effect here. That's
Oh, dear
great.
Lord.
Oh yeah.
No, you
much,
actually do,
How
Gemma.
much health am I taking off again? Is it
4.
4?
You're removing
I'm
4.
glad I'm not in this
Hey.
action.
Yeah,
in
everyone
this
takes
fight.
4 damage other than Jamma, who takes 7.
See, I was gonna leave revealing what they were till later on.
Well, you
did
fucked it.
say methods, so.
Shouldn't have said shit.
Well, no, it's because they were attacking, and I needed to tell you what they were doing.
Well, these
Next up, it
creatures,
is Rila.
Hit or miss.
I'm not trying to hit.
Oh.
Oh, what are you doing? What you doing, Rila?
Richard had 5 health.
Okay, cool.
Healing the
Heals.
healing the
14 out of 17. Nice.
Would you're up.
vodka. Charge at the Mephits because you're not actually that close to them.
Yeet.
Be a titan.
3.
Yes.
And
Can
you
I
s-
leave, boy?
Yes. Do
You
us a
s-
favour.
you scratched the floor with your rapier. Don't know if you're using the
Nice.
new or the old one yet, but still.
And remember,
There's
Jamma,
no-
on,
there's no
on,
da-
your,
there's
on,
no
Jamma, on your turn,
like,
you can have Jerd
difference,
do
is there?
things.
Oh yeah, forgot he exists.
How could you
Is that what
forget
you wanting to do?
You don't need
Use-
to remember that your
I
beast
know.
companion exists.
Yeah, Nick.
Yes.
You forgot
Can I-
your son.
Can my character just drink a health potion whilst out of this combat?
After the fight. Actually, yes, sure. You can drink the health potion. Just remember to do
You
the
have
roll.
only 7 health, so yeah.
Do the roll and remove it from your inventory. Gemma,
yeah.
you're up. What you doing? You sending Jerd to wacka wacka wacka? Or you gonna try blast?
She can take her turn as well. As
Gemma, you could actually.
Yeah, Jerd's a companion, so she can take both. She can take
Yeah,
2 turns.
She can take her turn.
Gemma,
and
can I
Jerd-
make a suggestion?
Hmm?
Eldritch Blast.
Where are we
Oh
looking?
yeah, because there's 3 of them, and you know you
Oh
get
yeah.
At
Let's do
5th
that.
level, she gets 3 beams.
Let's do that.
For some
then.
reason that has not updated, so it only says 2
It's
on,
there.
on here. I must have to
Total
refresh the
beams,
page.
it says that it needs updating.
But yeah, do your
Or-
d20
yeah.
to see if you hit.
It's 2 beams for level 2.
But
yeah,
she's
five.
level 9, so she's at
15.
5. She
Do I
gets
add
3
anything
beams.
to that? 2.
No, you hit.
No.
Do you want to single target, or are you going to
Yeah, do you want
target
to
each
target
Triple
one of
target.
them or
one?
all 3?
Triple kill.
Okay. Then what you do is
Roll me
for
3
Eldritch
d10s.
Blast, do
Hold on.
one
No.
1d10. Yeah.
No. For level 11, she gets 3. For level
But I'm only 9.
5, she gets 2.
Okay, she's targeting
Okay.
2 of them.
So she gets 2 things.
That's what I said.
Okay, so basically
Okay, let's hit 2
basically
then.
do 2 dice rolls, Gemma. Each one being 1d10 plus 6.
Okay, so 2d10.
No, just
No,
roll
one
one at a
d10
time.
plus 6, and then do it again.
1d10 plus 6. Oh
And
shit.
then do it again.
That shatters the one that was critical.
And then what do I add on to that? Oh no, I've already added
That's
it.
fine.
Never mind.
You've done it.
14.
And that brutally injures another.
Kamehameha!
So you Kamehameha,
Essentially.
shattering another one.
Richard,
Like
you're up.
completely or just
You're a
crit?
warlock now?
Well, duh!
I am warlock, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Oh,
does
okay.
Jerd? Do you want to send Jerd in, or are you
Oh,
leaving
yeah,
you
Jerd
want
out?
to
Jerd-
Jerd do a
Send
thing?
the boy.
What do you want to have him do?
Bob,
Arrow or
do
sword?
something.
With that, Jerd races over to next to Then and
Do something.
Gemma rolled to see if Jerd hits.
1d20. 6. Okay, he's
Jerd
trying.
misses.
He
Jerd
tries.
Jerd learns from Then and misses.
You're a
I-
shit
I-
fucking influence on my boy. Get out of here.
I've been training him well.
No, you know what that is? That's me throwing throwing Bob down the fucking hole in Temple of
God's
in Mumbai. No.
It's your own fault.
Firebolt, critical hit.
Oh, God.
Fireball.
Go on.
So I basically roll the same damage twice.
You double
So
it.
2
effectively.
d10.
Plus,
Do I add twice my spell attack or
yeah, twice.
I want to know what Harry's doing
14.
outside. We've not heard from him.
24
Oh,
damage?
he's having a cigarette outside.
I'm having a PTSD nightmare.
That
about my
obliter-
war.
So
No, I
you've
genuinely
just
have PTSD.
so Richard
What,
just
your character or you?
Both.
so
shit.
Richard just obliterated the surviving one, and there is one left.
I'm sorry, Harry. You gotta leave. That's too relatable.
Is that the one that did I obliterate the one that's like holding on for dear life or
No,
Yep.
you got a full one.
Oh cool.
So
Shit.
there's an injured one left.
There's one
Yeah, there's an
injured
injured
imp
one
left,
I
and
just obliterated the other one.
ironically, it's the injured imp's turn.
It's got an attack.
And injured imp. Okay.
Critical kill for everybody. Roll
Actually, the injured imp does see the being injured, sees the amount of armor on the hobgoblin and the
Just how
and
buff
the paladin in front of him, and kind of backs away into a corner.
We are the
Aw.
pillar men.
Can we spend?
Can we have Void and Jerd roll to see if they're like full on Johnny Bravo flexing on?
Nah, I think that would count as a bonus action if Void wants to
that
flex
forest
on
skin is shit.
the thing.
Void, do you want to flex on them ice method?
Do like a bodybuilder pose. Like you think.
Be a
Oh,
pillar, become the
the
pillar man.
man.
Do the pillar man.
Welcome to the gun show.
Do it. Pose like cars. Do it. Jojo.
When I get high enough level, I am the ultimate life form.
Anyway, so are we leaving this ice method to be?
Yeah, leave it be,
Fair.
guys.
No.
Fair.
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 Mercy! Mercy!
We're doing
Mercy!
pacifist,
No,
pacifist.
no Russian.
Void. If you manage to hit, you can hit it.
No.
Miss,
No,
miss,
no.
miss.
Void hits.
I rolled the 13, Void rolled the 3.
Oh no, Void
No,
misses.
You
Yes.
rolled 11,
13.
Renee.
What?
You
It's
got
not
11.
13.
You got an 11.
11, same difference.
Level 11,
Hey, I'm
level 11.
dyslexic. You go away.
Level 11.
You missed.
I outroll Void and I
Did
want
they
to
both
tackle him
miss?
to the ground.
Uh,
I wasn't trying to hit.
He missed anyway.
I was
missed.
going for Void.
He missed.
Void missed
so,
anyway.
So
Did you
somebody
try Void?
dragged Sean Void out of the building, out of the cave.
Well, me and Harry are out of the cave, so.
I'm hench. I'm taking him out with us.
You
Heck,
just see him.
Can I do a strength saving throw? Just
No,
to
'cause I
break
did-
out?
No, I did Dex on you, boy. You're getting outmaneuvered. Fuck off.
Mm.
At the cave.
I think he could do a strength roll to
Okay, then can I do a Dex?
fucking Johnny
Counter
Bravo.
roll.
Okay,
Your
You can't
yeah.
touch me.
I want to counter roll his counter roll.
And
You
then
can't
Sam's
counter-roll the
gonna.
counter-roll,
Void's
mate.
gonna-
Fine. Roll a save, Void.
You roll strength.
This is gonna go on forever. The counter rolls, your counter rolls.
So what we're saying is that I
Void.
went to tackle Void.
You went to outmaneuver Void, and he just stopped you with sheer
I didn't straight up a
strength.
pillar man.
Just put out his hand and put a finger on your forehead.
No, he just holds me out at arm's length because I'm like 5 foot tall.
Anyway.
For me and Harry to come in and try to help you.
No, you guys can fuck off. You walked out there of your own accord.
Yeah, but
I
do you want
can
to help
solve
with
this
Void,
problem
or do you
myself,
just want to try and
because I
struggle
can
to stop him?
flex.
Well,
Because
anyway.
I'm strong.
Are we're leaving the mountain now?
No.
Yes,
yeah.
we're leaving.
Nick, I just realized a thing. I mean, it doesn't matter now, but
What?
was the attack the ice things used before a cold attack?
Yes.
I was immune.
Can I
It's your
attack
own fault.
Oh, Richard, take your health
on
back.
He
again.
didn't tell me it was the.
Well, he
fucking
didn't get
cold
hurt
attack.
by it, did he?
Yes, you did.
I
Everyone
did.
took 4
I took
damage.
damage.
So Richard, put 4 health back on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Retcon that.
Void, no, you can't because you already missed the roll.
He tries again. He misses
Yeah,
with one
that's
swing.
what I
He
said.
shot and he fired and I missed.
Well,
Right.
you actually hit that
Is
time,
that a
so
Game
yes, you did
Grumps
kill it.
reference?
No, that wasn't him hitting. That was a strength save.
Okay.
He can
Yeah,
fuck right off.
Anyway, out the
We are
cave.
out
Come
of
on.
the cave, Voidicus.
Just leave.
What's he doing now?
Can I be the last one leaving and do one thing?
Go on.
You're lucky you get to live this time.
Can I take a shit
And
in the
yes,
polar bear's
that
bed?
sort of sigh, that sigh was very
Jesus.
much because of
Well, they-
being so done with the rest of the party.
Well, they did it in The Godfather. They
Your
put a
character
horse's
doesn't
head
know
in
what
his
the
bed.
Godfather is.
Well, they put a horse's head in his bed. Well, have you got a horse's head?
Anyway, you're now outside the cave, and you're taking the dirt. You follow the dirt path back to where the sign was and where it met the main road. And
Continue south now, please.
Jesus Christ, I didn't finish. Carry on.
Yeah, Sean, let me
Do you want
finish.
to take a fucking deep breath, Sean?
Calm down.
So you set off down.
Don't lick him.
Hold on a second, gotta find. There we go. You continue following the path till you reach a junction. The path splits into two directions.
that.
It appears to curve wildly on your left. Well, more carrying on and turning wildly to your left, and the other takes a sharp right. Oh, yeah, takes a sharp right.
Do we
Can I
see any
look down the
signs?
paths? Like, using passive perception to look down and see what I can see?
Or can we just use passive perception to look for signs?
There's no signs. Which path would you like to look down?
The one on the right first.
It's not a very long path. In fact, it leads to... There is a sort of bridge that you can see at the other end.
Okay. Can I see anything on the other side of the bridge, or
No.
am I blind? Okay.
I kind of stretched on telling you that you could see the bridge.
I mean, from the thing, it doesn't look too far, so, I thought I'd give it a try.
Anyone else wanting to look anywhere?
I go
No.
to the same place and
Actually,
look down.
Can I just send
What do you mean
Nevermore
to the same
see
place
what's
and
over
look
there?
down?
Same place to as Richards and look further down.
You were
You want
stood in
to
a
look-
fucking group.
Yeah, we're stood in the same group. I'm
Okay,
looking
fine.
down the right-hand path.
And he would have told, and he's
We
you
move
know what
as
he's
one.
seen.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Pretty
I
much.
can see up to what was it? I can't see.
Oh yeah, he's got his binocular eyes.
Yeah, I've got binocular eyes here
Do you even have
with
to
advantage for
Yeah,
perception.
he
checks
has his
on
eyes as an
sight.
eagle. Wait, has he attuned with it?
Yes,
yeah,
I
he has.
have.
He can. He has extra things. He can see just binocular eyes.
I have advantage.
He sees.
So you're basically looking down the right-hand path.
Just a reminder, I stretched at the bridge, so that's all you will see. You will see the bridge and maybe the detail of the bridge.
Fine.
But like, what would he see if he had a telescope?
It's the PUBG bridge. PewDiePie. No.
Fuck off.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Fine. Let's just go right.
I mean, I feel like I want to avoid this bridge as we somehow have been magically prevented from seeing across it. So I want to go to the left.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be trolls or some shit
No,
over
you're
there.
not magically prevented. It's the distance, people.
Yeah, he has binoculars.
Yeah, well, I'm trying not to fucking.
Spoil.
Like I said, I stretched at the bridge distance with
Okay.
you. because that path, if I do it if I can find my fucking ruler, is about 100 feet away.
Yeah, he has fucking telescope eyes.
Yeah, which would
Pretty
be
sure
able to
with
see
telescope
the
you'd be able to
bridge.
see.
Like I said, I stretched with you.
Can I roll to look
I
down
still
the
say go
other
left.
path?
The other path is just full of it is winding, and all you see down it is trees.
Okay. I still say right.
Yeah, I say left because I
Let
ain't
the
dealing with
record
that
show
bridge.
I said right.
Everyone else?
Let's go right.
I'm cool with right.
Is that right?
Renee, Gemma,
I want to go left.
Gemma.
Well-
Bye, Renee.
Shit. Okay, you know what? What's where again?
There's
Right.
a bridge. There's a bridge to your right, and there's nothing
there's a
but
bridge that
a winding
telescope
path
can't
and a
see
load of
across,
trees to the
winding
left.
path.
I'm gonna try to find Santa. So I'll. Oh shit! I don't know.
Right.
Don't fucking encourage her, you cheeky fuck nugget.
Right.
I
Right,
don't
right.
know.
In either way, it's hanging. It'll still be a 50-50 decision because there is now 6 people in this party.
Yeah.
So, Gemma, have you decided which way you prefer to go?
Well,
Do you
there's
want
the
to
bridge
abstain
there.
and take the majority vote?
Well, hold on. There's the bridge there, and then there's like the forest there, and we know who the our characters don't know, but we as the person know who the villain is. So it makes sense to go to the forest, but that might not be the case. So
Not only that, but I have a massive advantage in the forest, so I'm a hit forest.
I'm just
Well,
gonna.
you're in the
play it
middle of a
safe.
forest anyway.
You know what?
So is the bridge surrounded by forest?
The
Well, we can't
pathway
tell
up
what's on
to
the
it
other
is
side of the bridge.
forest.
Also, does Candy Forest count as regular forest, or do I get my regular advantage here?
You get your regular advantages, yes.
Thank you.
I was about to say, you know what? I'll just abstain and let the majority vote.
Majority vote says you're going to the right.
I had a contingency plan in case that failed.
Why do you want to go right so badly, Sean?
Sleep. I need my spell slots back. after
We're
a
not
long-
sleeping.
Yeah,
No matter
take
what's
a long
happening,
rest.
we're not
Set up a
sleeping.
campfire. Don't worry about it.
Anyway,
Sean, we've been here for a grand total of maybe an hour.
yeah,
we're not
but in
going
all
to sleep-
fairness, the campaign actually hasn't made you sleep in ages.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but the campaign hasn't been going for more than a day.
Fair.
The
You've
last
done
time
a
we
lot in
slept.
a day.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think you've slept a total of 2 times during the campaign, so it's been about 3 days.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like since the last time we slept, it's not even been a day.
Yeah. Right, so anyway, you follow down the right path till it narrows to a bridge. Well, sort of a bridge that goes onto and over a lake. On this lake, it seems to be a village. Lake's frozen, so
Looks
take it
like
how
no
you
more
will.
bonus forest for you, Renee.
But
Sean's a cunt.
Is it a safe kind of frozen, or is it like weak frozen?
it's
Is it
safe
Disney
frozen. It's the middle of the
Frozen or
winter.
Frozen?
And
I feel like I just want to burn the lake.
there's a bridge like
How can you
like
do
path that leads to all the buildings anyway. So even if you were,
Okay.
even if it wasn't stable, you're on stable ground.
Yeah, that's
Oh
fine.
great. A weird village thing in the middle of a lake. That's not ominous at all.
We are the village green.
As you
Preservation
walking
Society.
around.
As you approach the bridge, there is actually a sign over the bridge. Well, over the first part of the path anyway, path bridge thing anyway, and it just says Elf Town.
Can we see any elves walking around?
What kind of elf?
Well,
Elves.
you're looking for Santa, so
So the small variety, my people.
no, even smaller than you. They're like shin height.
Dang it, I'm 5 foot. That makes them like half a foot tall.
Well, no, they're shin height on some of the taller people.
So they
Oh,
should
look.
wait on regular humans.
They're about
I'm
knee
so-
height for you.
I'm
They're like 2
totally
foot
gonna
tall.
toe punt them to the moon.
Yeah, they're like 2 feet tall. Like 2 feet, 2.5 feet tall. which makes
Just
about half my
remember,
size.
Harry, you have to play to your character. You're lawful good, so things like that you can't do.
Yeah, but I'm only lawful good to like actual people that I care about, unlike the filthy knife is.
No, unfortunately, lawful good.
You,
means
you need to
lawful
make a
good.
new character if you want to act like that.
Nah. Oh, I'm just talking because I'm so much.
Anyway,
Don't want you guys to forget about them.
to answer the question of can you see any of the elves running around, no. It is eerily quiet.
Walk into town.
Wait, use your dark sense. I don't trust this bullshittery.
I would like
can't.
to leave. I'm not dealing with that.
I can't use the
I just
dark
want
sense
to
Spotted by
because
something, it
In all
seems.
fairness,
all my slots are gone.
it is
Ah,
kind
fuck.
of dark, and you could always check the recent houses to see.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Can I walk into town and knock on the first door?
Can we just break into someone's house?
You know what? Send him.
Is anyone in here?
Send him in first. Go on.
Okay, so you
I
had
rolled a 10 just to see if I could see any lights on, Nick.
you do appear to it does appear to be lights on in the closest house.
Okay, there are lights on in the closest house, suckers! Sean can knock.
I
So
walk straight
you-
to that house.
Hell
walk-
can knock.
You walk under the sign that arches over the path, and you come to a turning. It turns to your it turns to your left and carries on in front of you. There is also a house to your right,
Yeah, like I
which
said,
is the one you could see the lights on.
I go to the house with the lights on.
Okay. You've
I
only
then
said
knock
you've
on the
gone
door.
to the house. You didn't say you were knocking.
Just
okay.
stands outside the house.
I knock on
Why
the
is
door.
nobody answering?
Like,
I
I mean,
knock on the
I want
door.
nothing to do with this ghost town, so y'all have fun.
I knock on the door.
There's no answer.
I bang on the
Game
door.
over.
Out
Yep,
loud.
ghost town. Everyone's dead.
There's no answer.
Yeah, that doesn't mean no one's
Just
in.
break in already, for God's sake.
I just
okay,
melt
nice.
the lock with acid splash.
You're gonna have to roll for that slot.
It's a
And can you
deck
cast
save,
it?
so how can the door miss?
Nick, can the door roll a deck save, please?
No, the handle melts off.
The door does a matrix like fucking bend and dodges it.
Acid glitches around the fucking handle somehow. But
No, the door just, a hand reaches out of the door, flips Sean the bird, and then goes back.
no, the handle melts off, searing a hole in the door, and the door
I
swings
hope it's a
open.
pull door.
Okay, I'll walk in.
Sean, let me finish before you.
Yeah, Sean, don't. Sean, you're the reason it takes a real boob to set up a baby trap, aren't you?
Anyway,
Don't just walk in.
anyway, the door swings open, and you can see the rooms aren't very big.
Of course.
I wonder
Wait,
why.
is there a height? If anyone above a certain height, do they have to crouch?
No, they seem to be sort of normal
You were
sized
looking for
houses.
advantage
Just
there, weren't you?
it's what
I
everything.
just wanted to watch one of you hit your head.
Yeah, what do you mean normal size? That's offensive.
How
How
tall
dare
are you?
you?
A
Yeah,
human
how
size
tall are you?
house.
That is highly offensive.
How
to
tall
other
are you,
people.
dwarf? How tall are you?
Tall enough, no better.
Are you
Anyway.
taller than 5 feet?
You don't ask a lady her height?
I'm a man, for fuck's sake.
Then why are you being such a bitch?
Yeah, then why? Oh!
Oh, okay, hold on now. Ease
I
up.
went to back it up and then
had to do
realised
it.
what you said as well. Like,
I
Anyway.
had to do it.
So the door
You
swings.
know you had to do it to him.
Oh, fuck's sake.
The door swings open, and you see the lit contents of this room, of this house.
is it lit or is it lit?
Shut up! Oh my god, okay, carry on. Sorry.
Anything else? Or am I
Not
allowed
deal-
to-
I'm just gonna stay outside as I'm not dealing with the ghost town.
Ghost
Is it
elves.
really ghosts though? Is it
Can
really
I do an
ghosts?
investigation?
There is no one here. It is a
Guys, we
dead
didn't even let
village.
Nick finish talking.
People.
I just interrupted him with lit, so let him carry on.
Nick,
The room is
Sorry.
lit, as in light.
No one's
Is that
getting
it?
high in this room.
Damn.
Right,
is that it?
Sean. What were you trying to ask?
Can I, with a passive investigation of 11, see if, or perception of 11, check to see if it looks like there's been an attack or struggle? Or if it's
There
just
doesn't
like,
seem to have been a struggle. Just the room is lit, and nothing seems to have moved.
can I see any stairs?
There are no stairs in this house.
Oh wait, hold
Is there
on.
another door, or is
No.
it just one room?
It's just
It
one
is
room.
the village of bungalows.
Okay.
Pretty
Um,
much.
Oh, quick question. Would a ghost
Empty
count as a
people?
creature?
Yes.
So it wouldn't be something invisible. It'd be an actual thing that we could
It's
see.
corporeal, yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I
Well,
was just wondering.
Can become invisible.
Hold up.
I was just wondering because I wanted to do something, but don't worry about it. Because if
You want me
ghosts
to
count
detect
as
ghosts?
because if ghosts count as actual creatures that we can see, the thing that I wanted to do would have been stupid and wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah.
So
I'll
never
walk
mind.
out, Nick, and roughly close the door behind me and fix the lock.
You can't
The
fix
door
it.
swings back open. You've melted the handle.
I have mending as a cantrip.
Yes,
I
but
fixed the lock.
Sean,
Sean,
that requires
But DM
pieces.
says
You
no.
acid sprayed it.
DM says eat a bag of
literally
dicks, Sean.
melted it. You can't mend
I
something that is
strategically
melted.
melted it at the very points that this doesn't break it.
Okay, fine.
Maybe you should stop
I'd
acid
like
splashing things.
To go up behind Sean, stick my head through the door, and shout, "Hello, is there anyone here?"
Hello, motherfucker.
You get no answer.
Boo.
Alright,
Guess
lads,
it's empty.
nobody's there. There's a lit fire. I suggest we take a quick nap.
Did it say that there was no sign of struggle?
Can we have a long rest so I can use the
No,
blind
short
sight?
rest.
Yes.
No,
No
you
sh- no
sit
sh-
inside for a short rest.
Why?
no-
I'll take first watch.
Did you say
Why
that there
can't
was?
we long rest?
Did you say
Fine,
that there was
you
no
can have a
sign
long
of
rest.
struggle?
There's no sign of
That makes more
struggle.
sense.
Okay.
So we're having a long rest.
We're getting a full night's rest in this mysterious ghost town.
Yes.
Just saying, we broke
The
into a
tiefling is
house
not
and just
pleased.
fell asleep.
You know what I'm
Dead
gonna
ass.
do? Before we take our long rest,
Has
I'm
anyone?
gonna take my hammock and the two immovable rods that I have in my back pocket, and put them together and make this floating hammock that I will take my nap in.
Oh jeez, guys, this
What
sure
are you
is
gonna
nice.
do with those?
This sure is nice. You know, just breaking into a house, sleeping in some random bed. Wait a minute, haven't I heard this before? Oh,
Goldilocks! Yes, but it wasn't Goldilocks.
That's
with the
why I'm
three
sleeping in my
elves.
magical floating hammock, not.
Wait,
I'm
there was
sleeping on the
3
floor.
polar bears earlier,
Wait.
wasn't there?
you know what?
Wait,
You know
what's
what?
this recover thing on the long rest?
If we wake up and we find a bunch
You
of
redo your
elves-
spell slots, just take them all back out.
If we wake
No,
up with a
if
bunch
you-
of elves
you
with
press
ghosts
the
in our
long-
face,
No,
Press-
the recover thing. It says 4 hit points up to 1 hit dies.
Are you doing short rest
divine
or
says.
long rest?
Long rest because people.
No.
Oh, this is it's saying
Just-
about resetting the HP.
Yeah, just take long rest.
Yes, but the pop.
Just do it.
For God's sake. What I'm asking is, do I reset the HP?
It should reset on its own.
But
This is
the
what we're
reset
saying.
maximum
yes,
HP
Lloyd,
thing, leave
yes,
it to
Lloyd.
Yes.
Very
That's
yes.
a simple question.
Apparently, his HP didn't go up anyway.
Oh, and hey, I can use my my retribution thing again.
Anyway, so you've broken into this elf's house. Don't know where you
Sean
all
broken.
don't know where
did.
you all slept. Well, actually, don't know where you all slept. There was a bunk
on the
bed on
floor.
one. There was a
Actually, in
bunk
the
bed on
fire.
one side, so there was 2 beds, and there was a chair at two chairs at a table.
I'm in
on
a
the
hammock,
floor.
so I don't care about all y'all.
I'll
So-
sleep in the bathtub.
Anyway, so you took your
Gemma,
long
that would have been
rest.
the perfect time to say about how you do the weird sleeping thing.
Do we want to have a conversation about
Yes.
this? Okay, right, in character, right.
Rations?
Basically, I live on a boat, yeah? And my
Can
boat,
Dunk yourself in the
My
water when
port.
you go to sleep.
my boat has a hole where the bed should be, so I sleep in the water like a fish.
You just went through like 8 accents at once, and I
Yeah.
have no idea what just happened.
To answer that
She hasn't
message,
decided how
Sean,
a character sounds yet.
only
But
if you've
I
eaten.
want to sleep on a
but
bed, it's a
Most
water
people
bed.
took icing in their hands, so no,
Yeah,
don't.
okay,
don't
that's
ration.
Sleep on
I'm-
top of the water
I've been
bed.
munching on
It's
icing snow
in
rolls
the
this
water
entire
bed.
time.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a big
Anyway.
bubble, and I sleep in the
Are we
big
going to
bubble.
go back to how we were?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can proceed.
So
If anyone wants more questions.
you get up, you clean the room of the mess of the scruffiness that you left, and you leave. You are now.
Before we leave, can I just leave by like 2 gold on the table with a note saying I'm sorry?
Sorry about your
What
dog.
mess did you leave, fucker?
He melted the
Sorry.
door handle.
What have you done in the bathroom, for God's sake?
No, I broke the door.
Morally was in there.
I broke the door.
You
What?
can
Remember
leave
how
the
he
2
melted
gold,
the
remove
door?
it from your thing.
You better
gold
not
gone.
have come into the bathroom.
You
while I was
better
in there.
not.
Anyway, so you've now left this house, and you are facing. You have the path continues to your right, and
Yep.
then goes straight ahead.
Where are we going?
I say straight ahead. Straight ahead.
You can see houses in pretty much all directions.
Houses in okay.
So are we by taking the Sean's route, or
It seems to be.
So the house is in both directions.
yes?
I'd say right.
Anywhere else?
Oh my god, stop yawning.
That's going right.
Right.
Okay. So you follow the path around right, and on the left-hand side of this path, you pass a house. Do we continue, or do you check this house?
Is there a window on this house?
There are windows on all the houses,
I'm
Sean.
looking.
Is it easy access to this house?
I'm just.
Sure enough
I've
to
just
mount
peered
another
through.
lock.
Smash the
I just
window.
peer through the window.
I just want to.
There's just a face on the other side, just staring like,
Again,
what
you
the
see
fuck
a
are you
lit.
doing?
Again, you.
Hold up, guys. Harry, what did you say?
I just want to say I am not okay with this. We are breaking and entering. This is
I
not
left
gold.
You're as
I
far
was
as
waiting
away.
for
You're on
the
the other
lawful
side of the
good
street.
This isn't
dwarf
very
to make
cash money of
complaints.
you.
I left gold, so you can be quiet.
Like y'all
Everyone
y'all
else
need
was
to try and
sleeping in the
physically
house
stop these
that
guys.
Harry was just
It's against the law.
laying in the
You're
street.
lawful.
Let's say, like, if
I took
nobody's
first
in
watch.
these houses, nobody can stop me from
First
singing "What's This?" Like,
What's this? What's
I
this?
mean, I'm just still. I don't want to deal with this spooky ghost town in the middle of a doom lake. Like, you know.
Can lawful goods masturbate?
I mean,
Not in
it's not against the
November.
rules,
Not in
so-
November.
well, technically
Yeah.
it's Christmas. We're in December.
It's Destroy
so-
Dick December, lads.
Can we keep the conversation mildly PG, please?
Mildly.
So I've peered in the window. What do I see or not see?
Harry, here's
Like-
the important
Someone
question.
pokes you in the eyes.
Like the house that you just left, the room is lit, and it's near enough all the same furniture.
Okay then.
Harry, did you pass No Nut November?
Oh, great! It's the clone
Of course.
houses in the spooky
Good
ghost
man.
town.
Okay.
I now have mind control.
Now where are we again?
Are you continuing round the path?
Yeah.
You get to the corner, and there is another house.
Houses upon houses.
Upon houses, upon houses.
Do
Why
we
stop there?
continue?
Just break into every house.
I'm not breaking into every house. I just.
Is this
look
going to
into
be
one.
the whole raid tonight? It's just us breaking into people's houses for 2 hours.
Do you
I
Is
mean, there's
anybody
no one
here?
here, so why not?
do you look in the house, or do you?
No.
I'll look in it. Why not?
Okay.
I've
I
had
hate
my
this
fill of-
ghost town, so I may as
Wait.
well take a peek in all the houses.
We breaking in, or we
I
looking
Now,
see
in the
just
window?
peeking through the
see,
window.
see what's in
let's
the
not
window
break in.
first.
Okay, you nosy in the window, and along with the same furniture, this one house seems to have a back door.
Oh yeah, back door.
Other than that, it just like the past two houses, it's lit, has the same furniture.
Are there any buildings around that don't look like a house but look like any sort of other
Um,
building of any
yeah,
kind?
good
if
idea.
if you look in the direction that the path follows, there is a bigger building right at the end of the path.
I say we just cut to the chase and
Okay,
head
so
there.
we've
Yeah.
got two odd houses, the back door and the big one. Okay.
Yeah. I say go to the big house,
Yeah, I agree.
Agree.
which is
Why
not a
not?
euphemism for prison.
Could be. Could be though.
Only
Well,
you
not for
would do
me.
it.
I'm
Wow.
a good boy.
You should be sending that. I'm not gonna say changeling because we don't know that technically.
Yes.
We'll send that sorcerer to the to prison because he keeps breaking and entering.
Try me. Try me.
Not to mention the mass murder a few sessions ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put me in a cage. No one can put me in a cage.
I mean, we can
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Gemma's magical weird item that she
Can,
got.
can,
from
can everybody be
restraining you.
quiet? Be quiet a minute. I need to do something. Hell hears a voice. No, not a cage. No, not prison again. No, no, no.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! And I crouch down, saying this with my hands wrapped around the back of my head.
Oh great, the sorcerer's gone mad.
You
Bro,
okay?
same. Big mood.
Must be a libtard.
And I just get up and whack him in the face with just a melee punch.
Can you roll for that, please?
And I'm just imagining a whale just. Oh no,
Miss.
not again.
I want to build a Thanos.
No,
spell.
it's a pot of petunias, not the whale. The whale was
Did
saying
you say
hello
I
to the
built
ground.
Thanos character?
Thanos
take it-
car.
I take it
Oh.
don't hit.
No, you don't.
No, you missed completely. You're terrible.
Well, can you blame me with his armor class?
Anyway, so are we approaching the big building?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
So
I don't know.
you're-
You tell me. You're the DM.
it's the
We're the
decision's
ones-
down to you.
He is essentially our five senses. We just tell him what we're wanting to do, and he tells us what happens.
Yeah. Big house. Let's go.
As you approach it, there seems to be a notice board outside.
What's the
Inspect the
notice
notice board.
got on it?
Why don't someone investigate?
Investigate the
I'm
notice
pretty sure
board.
But I
a
don't want
perception of 11 would allow me to read.
A passive perception does show the fact that there are a load of leaflets on it, but nothing seems to be standing out. Nothing major that catches your
Can I
eye.
at least tell what language? it is?
17.
Elvish.
17, I can read it. I read
I can
Elvish.
read it.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
everyone
which
here
one of
can.
y'all can speak?
I can read Elvish, and I just
Well-
rolled a 17 on investigation.
Okay, so you look at the notice board, and it just seems to be a load of town meetings and job schedules.
Codswallop.
What?
It's a load of codswallop.
Codswallop.
I'm
And
trying to be
at the head
PG-13.
at the top of the notice board, it literally says, Santa's workshop.
What a load
I
of
say we go in.
jibber jabber.
Lads, we've just robbed Santa. We need to leave.
We gotta go.
We have been
He's gonna
robbing
rain-
Santa
he's
this
gonna rain
entire
coal.
time.
He's gonna rain coal like fucking hellfire on
How
us.
based on? Well,
I know.
no,
Wait, one second.
No,
I
no,
know you
Alpha
appeared out of a
and Relas
snowstorm and
don't
everything,
fucking-
but we have been robbing Santa this entire time.
I just got here.
I mean, one of them did insult his wife at the start of
Yeah, one
the
of them
Christmas
kind of got
session.
slapped by his wife, and they're doing really well.
Have we met the big man yet?
No,
he's gone.
you're actually
He's
looking for him.
What do you
It's
get
like
from
Christmas.
missing?
So you're saying that his wife is all alone?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh.
I want to rob his wife.
Okay. What?
Wrong
What was
character.
you guys thinking?
Wrong character, all the same.
I'd like to go and tip my fedora to Mrs. Claus.
You're too far away from the house.
And I doubt you have a fedora.
That's
Just
within my
go
character
I
because I'm an
wanted to do
ass
the
nice guy.
inside, but sure.
Shoulder to cry on.
I know.
Gemma,
I know. Anyway,
how much commission would you charge me to draw Gimli in a fedora for my character image?
anyway, can we?
Are you serious?
Yes.
We're going to.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, I'll give you my
So,
website.
Are we entering?
Yes.
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 So
Yeet.
you
Yeah, why not?
you approach the door. You approach the door and walk in. On the inside, it's surprisingly dark compared to the rest of the houses.
Is it still like? Can you still see, or is it like pitch black?
It's not entirely pitch black because majority of you have the dark visions.
Yeah.
Everyone other than
Um,
Sean.
From what you can see from being instantly stood inside, from being stood in just on the inside, you
Mhm.
just see the lines of toys and where the elves should have been stood.
15 perception. Is there any what the fuckery going on?
There you go, Harry.
In the
You're
immediate
genuinely
vicinity,
curious
there is
about
no
that.
what
Yeah.
the fuckery, no.
It's in dollars, but just convert it. Don't worry about it.
Is the I can't see anything. So
But
never
yeah,
mind.
so and I think we shall call it there for today.
Why?
Alright,
Don't even
one thing
play
I
for like
want
an
to
hour.
do just to see if I can screw
Well,
over
we can
Sean
continue. It's
slightly.
just I know one person is wanting to leave.
Yeah, because one person
I-
has to leave. I can't sit my chair any longer.
I want to
Oh.
try and do
Oh,
one
yeah,
thing
right,
just to
right.
see if I can screw over Sean.
Bolan needs a wee break as well.
Sean, do me a favor.
Well, we'll call
roll
it there then.
a deception check, Sean.
Do I get advantage? Oh, actually, no, I ignore that.
Just do your +4.
+4?
You still got +4.
Heldrason, deception, +4.
Deception check. You said perception.
Yeah.
No, I said deception.
No, you said
Oh.
perception.
You may find
It's
it hard
probably
to
a deception
understand.
check. He's a nerd. He has a
you may
list.
find my stitched face hard to understand, but I said deception.
How is your lip, Rich?
17.
Painful.
17.
Okay, you succeed.
What were you gonna do?
And I still
I
had
was seeing if Averil noticed that he's not actually human.
Anyway,
I still had advantage.
we're gonna
Because
call
no
it there for today.
Like, no one has been
So,
doing any
TT
so I thought I'd do it.
stream.